You ever find yourself scrolling through car listings at 2 a.m., drooling over that dream car you've wanted since you were a kid? The one you keep building in your head with the perfect wheels, exhaust, and mods. Maybe it's a Nissan GT-R, or even something more budget-friendly but still exciting, like a WRX or a 350Z. And every time you see it, you think, man, one day. But here's the big question. Should you actually go out and buy it while you're still young? Or should you be responsible and wait until later in life when it might be too late to fully enjoy it? Well, I'm here to tell you something. That one day should be a lot sooner than you think. You've probably heard this before. Be smart with your money. Invest. Buy a sensible car. Your dream car can wait. But let's be real. By the time a lot of people finally get around to buying that car, they're in their 50s or 60s. Life happens. Kids, a mortgage, and responsibilities stack up, and suddenly, the idea of dropping cash on a fun car feels impossible. I'm not saying go broke for a car, but if you're in your 20s or 30s and you're a car enthusiast, there are some damn good reasons why you should go ahead and buy that dream car now, rather than waiting until you're 50 with a minivan in the garage. First, let's tackle the biggest argument people throw at you. You should be responsible with your money. Cars are depreciating assets. Buy a Honda Civic and invest the rest. And listen, they're not wrong, in theory. But here's the thing. Life isn't just about maximizing your retirement fund. If cars are your passion and they bring you genuine joy, then spending money on one isn't a waste. It's an investment in your happiness. And before you roll your eyes, think about this. How many people do you know who spent their youth saving and waiting for the right time to enjoy life, only to wake up one day and realize they spent decades putting off the things they actually wanted to do? I get it. Being financially responsible is important. I'm not saying you should go into massive debt just to drive a Hellcat to work every day. But there's a balance. If you're making a decent income, handling your bills, saving a reasonable amount, and you have some room for a car payment or a cash purchase, why not go for it? That brings me to my next point. Buy used, not new. A brand new car loses value the second you drive it off the lot. Let someone else take that depreciation hit. You can get the same car, just a few years old, for way less. Look for models at their depreciation sweet spot. Most cars take their biggest depreciation hit in the first 3 to 5 years. After that, prices level off. This is the perfect time to buy. For example, a 5-year-old BMW M3 is significantly cheaper than a new one, but still has plenty of life left. Now let's talk about how to do this the right way. How to get your dream car without wrecking your finances. First, figure out what you can realistically afford. And I don't mean afford in the dealership's eyes. I mean in a way that doesn't leave you living paycheck to paycheck. Be smart about it. If you can buy cash, great. If not, get a reasonable loan. Low interest, short term, and something you can pay off without stretching your budget too thin. Don't get sucked into 84-month loans just to get a lower monthly payment. That's a trap. A good rule of thumb? Your car payment should be no more than 15% of your monthly income. And ideally, you should have enough saved up to cover unexpected repairs. Owning a dream car isn't just about the car itself, and it's about the memories you make with it. The road trips, the late-night drives, the car meets, the friendships. It's a lifestyle. If you wait until you're older, you might still be able to afford the car, but you won't have the same kind of time or energy to truly enjoy it. Also, your body won't always be what it is now. You think you're going to enjoy a stiff, raw sports car as much at 55 as you would at 25? Maybe, but the back pain will definitely have something to say about it. So if you really want to experience these cars the way they were meant to be driven, don't wait too long. And here's another hard truth. The cars you love now, they might not be attainable later. The 90s JDM Legends, already crazy expensive. The modern V8s, slowly disappearing. Manual transmissions, becoming rarer every year. The longer you wait, the more you'll be priced out of the cars you actually want. Your 20s and 30s are prime years for experiencing life. You have energy, you have time, and even though money might be tight, you can always make more money, but you can't buy back your youth. Here's the thing, nobody's guaranteed tomorrow. Not to be grim, but how many stories have you heard of people who spent their whole lives saving for retirement only to never make it there? You don't want to be the person who finally gets their dream car at 65 only to realize you barely have time or energy to enjoy it. Your 20s and 30s are prime years for experiencing life. You have energy, you have time. And even though money might be tight, you can always make more money. But you can't buy back your youth. And let's be honest, driving a fun car genuinely improves your daily life. A boring commute becomes something you actually look forward to. A weekend drive turns into an event. If you're a car enthusiast, you know that feeling. That moment when you turn the key or push the start button, hear the engine roar to life, and feel that instant rush of excitement. That's worth something. That's living. At the end of the day, cars are meant to be enjoyed. If you're a car enthusiast, you don't just see cars as transportation. You see them as passion, engineering, and art. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with spending money on something that genuinely makes you happy. The key is balance. Be responsible, but don't let responsibility turn into endless waiting, because before you know it, life will pass you by, and you'll be sitting in traffic in your sensible SUV, wishing you had just pulled the trigger when you had the chance. Don't wait until you're old enough or rich enough to enjoy life. If you're passionate about cars, owning and driving something that excites you is worth it, because some things in life aren't meant to be put off forever. Just make sure you do it responsibly. Buying your dream car while you're young is absolutely doable if you're smart about it. It's about balance, enjoying life now while still setting yourself up for the future. And hey, if this video helped you out, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's your dream car? And are you planning to get it soon? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.